Good afternoon, everyone. This is your professor of Farmtown, Edward, and we're going to be discussing layering crops, the basic layering of crops on Farmtown. As you can see, we are on my farm touch of class, which is my farm 8, and we are going to be moving to farm 1 because that is the one that's ready to be layered. So we're going to move to farm 1 here. And the first thing you want to do when you get to your farm is make sure you hide everything. So as you can see, everything is showing here. So to hide everything, you go under the tool icon, which is up here, the one that looks like a wrench. That's for tools or preferences. Click on that, and then you want to deselect all your show options so everything's hidden. At least everything that can be hidden is hidden. As you can see, a lot of things are gone now. Uh, Make this your default farm by clicking in the name and going under and clicking make this my default farm. Now every time I open up the window, it will come directly to this farm. You notice all the red tick marks from these are the placeholders for things that I've hidden. And to get rid of that, all you want to do is just go ahead and refresh that after you hide everything. And all those little marks will go away. And there you go, they're all gone. Now, what we want to look at here is we have all my plowed fields already plowed. So you start out with plowed, not empty fields. They should be plowed before you do this. Now, once you have everything plowed, you go up here and you take that window offline by clicking on the plug icon. Now, it's green now, meaning that you are connected. Click on it, it turns red, and they'll disconnect you from the server. And it turns red now, and you are disconnected. And if you hover over it, you'll see it says offline mode. Now, what you want to do is you want to open up another window in another tab. And to do that, you click on play up here. If you're on Microsoft, you want to right click, and if you're on Macintosh, you want to control click play. So press control, play, open link in a new tab. What that'll do is open up the farm in another window. And since we made this our default farm, it will open up to the same farm that we just left. Now this one is online though, so we want to take this one offline as we did with the other one. And you want to do this for as many layers as you want. I find that I've done up to 13 layers on a farm just to see how it goes. I find you get better results if you don't go over 5, maybe 6 at the most. So we're going to go up here and open up the third window. We're just going to do 3 here so we can show you a good layering process. So we're going to do 3, and this will be a 2-part video. This first part will be the planting session, and the second part, which I'll do later on tonight, will be the harvesting of a layered field. Okay, so now we have 3 windows open. All of them I took offline, and you want to decide what crops you want to plant. Now you can mix crops on the same farm, a same layer of the farm if you want to. Just make sure they're all the same harvest time. Okay, you go back to your first tab, and you want to click, figure out what crops you want to harvest. Now we're going to do 3, and I selected 3, and I use Excel, and what I did is I listed all the crops here, and then the time of harvest here, and the farm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. And what I do is when I layer a farm, I will go on here and I will check which ones I'm layering and which order they should go on, because you have them right here how long the harvest time is. So like I'll do strawberries, sugarcane, and lettuce on this layer on this farm. And since strawberries takes the longest, that'll be the first one I layer. So strawberries is 24. So what you do is just go on here and plant as usual. Now we're gonna look for strawberries. There it is. It's a 1 day crop. So we'll go ahead and plant strawberries. Shouldn't take too long. I'm using my 4x4. So as you can see, you end up trailing a little bit here because it doesn't plant as fast as you can click using a 4x4. Don't worry about that. Some people wait till your avatar goes across the whole field and plants everything. That's not really reasonable. I'll show you what to do there. Uh, Makes it faster. Okay, so here we have, I'm checking to make sure everything's planted. Okay, it's all planted with strawberries. Now click on the little green man. Now I'll go to a neighbor's farm here. And what this does is it forces it to go ahead and complete the seeding process without you having to wait. So just click on any of your friends' farms. Don't worry about helping them or anything else like that when you get there. Just when you get there, click on the disk icon to save your changes. And then you're done with that level. Just close out that window. Strawberries have been planted. Now, the next one I said I was going to plant was sugar cane, if I'm not mistaken. No, not sugar cane. What was it? Where is it? Yes, it was sugar cane. Okay, we're going to plant sugar cane. And let's see here. Now, I'm going with different times on all these layers, but you can do the same time on multiple layers. You just cannot do the same crop on more than one layer. It just takes it out of there. If you plant two layers of sugarcane, only one will work. So you won't hurt anything by doing it, but it's a waste of time because the second layer of sugarcane will not show up. So you can do the same harvest time on all your layers, or ladder them from highest to lowest harvest time, longest to shortest harvest time. Okay. Now, if you're wondering about fertilizing on layered crops, on layered farms, once they're layered, once you fertilize a farm, it doesn't matter how many layers you have. Each layer has been fertilized also. So it's not like you have to fertilize each layer on your farm. So once again, it's all seeded with sugarcane. So we're going to go ahead and shoot out of there and go to my neighbor's farm. And then we're going to save that information again by clicking on the disk icon. And now the second layer has been planted. Now we're on the last layer, the third layer, and that one we're going to do, once again, refer back to my spreadsheet here. We're going to do lettuce this time. So I'll plant lettuce real quick. Lettuce is down there somewhere, so I'll go alphabetical. In case you guys didn't see that, using this button up here when you get to your seeding, you can locate crops. You can list crops either alphabetically, by cost, or by harvest time. The ones I mainly use are alphabetical or harvest time. I've never done it by cost. So we're going alphabetically so I can find lettuce quicker. And there it is. And then I'll plant those. And that's basically all there is to layering crops. People think it's a lot of work, and it took me, oh hell, I think I was a year of playing before I even attempted it because I just didn't know how much more work it was going to be. And there's another process out there for layering. Or there, no, there's not. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Anyway, so we get all this planted. And that's 3 layers I planted. Like I said, I recommend up to no more than maybe 6 layers. If you have layers on all your farms and you have 6 of them, you're still doing a lot of work. Okay, the lettuce is done. And so what you do on the last level is, like I said, all going to the other farm does is it speeds up the seeding process. So it's all seeded now. I'm going to click save my changes. And then just after you do that, just refresh your farm. And when it refreshes, you only see the bottom layer or the top layer. The first one to be harvested, as you can see, it's all lettuce. Okay. And that's it. You have 3 layers on this farm, and you notice there's no F next to the lettuce field, so I'm going to go and make sure I fertilize this farm. And now I have fertilized lettuce, so this is, when you fertilize it doubles your crop yield. So you figure I have 3 layers, so I'm doing 3 farms worth of work with 1 planting. And that's all there is to it. And we'll come back later after the lettuce is ready to be harvested, and I'll show you how to do that. So enjoy farming and happy farming. I'll be back later.